Hello, everyone. Go back to one of my streams. It's been a little while. Alright, today we're going to play Disco Elysium, which is a game I have played the first hour of, maybe. And I liked it, but I remember it was late, I was tired. There was a lot to this game. A lot more than I was prepared for at the time, so I never finished it. Oh, hello, cat. If I'd finished it, I mean, I never even really started it. But I am actually quite excited to give it a shot. For real. Got my caffeine, because it's already 4 in the afternoon. New game. So, I don't really remember a lot of this. I know that, looking at the different characters here, thinker, sensitive, physical, create your own. I think I created my own. I'm not going to do that, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so why would I do it now? So we're going to go with thinker, I think. I think that's the way that... It doesn't matter how I play it, because it's never going to be good. Man, she got really affectionate as soon as I started talking, because... I don't know, maybe she thinks I'm talking to her. So we're going to hit continue. Yeah, thinker, continue. Hi, kitty. Hi. Splash. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thompson. Thomas? R.S. Thomas? Didn't read it fast enough. Alright, yes, speak. Okay. Stop. Begin.
There is nothing.
Oh.
Only warm primordial blackness.
I remember there not
Your
being a
conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
They're on my lap or not? That's it. They're only options. Oh, ever.
Never, ever.
Ever?
Never, ever, baby.
I'll simply
And
keep
an
on.
inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great.
Yes, it is.
What about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you.
My limbic system.
Mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
The meat thing. Let's go back to the fathomless sleep.
No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Alright, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things for people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you
I
really?
realize I'm kind of covering it at the moment. Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
You wouldn't like it if I told
I think I'm
you
asleep,
what
but I
was
need to wake
back
up.
there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself.
If we get a little farther in, I'll see if I need to move my camera somewhere else.
Did we, chef?
Tell me, what's waiting
There's
for me?
this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them.
Yeah, how small are
It's
these apes?
basically
I'm more interested in that.
all just evil apes juking it out on a infinitesimally small.
Very small. Very small.
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's
This
that
is
small.
very, I'm not smart enough for this.
Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Do it. I'm ready.
Somewhere in a sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly
God.
to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing,
We need to wake up, so we're gonna go with option 1.
dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck, and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes.
Sounds very odd right now, coming from my headphones.
Clarion call from hell.
Practically falling asleep on my lap.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
Let's open them eyes and see what terrible things I see. Oh boy. Place is nice. Look at that. Ooh, real nice. Put some pants on. Take all. Take. Go. Great. Don't really need that bottle, do I? Want to sit there? You really want to sit there? Try to play around you. Commodore Red. It's empty. Oh, it's probably because I drank it all. Oh, let's put my jacket on. I should probably take a bath. However, I'm putting my clothes on first, so that's silly. Alright, let's go take a bath. Maybe it'll make me feel a little better. Bottles of the bathtub. Beer, wine, and sweet liqueurs.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Alright, well, that's good and all.
The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Okay. Is that a tie? Yeah, it is. Words failed to describe how rank it smells in here. Should have sent a poet. My camera up just a little. Well, you're not really blocking anything. It's just hands at a time. And if I have to move it, I'll move it. So let's see what this is. Well, no. Where's my shirt at? Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Yes, kitty.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh no. There's a percentage that I'll pass this or fail this. So it was weird because it was off screen. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
You reach out to grab the tie.
Failed.
But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Well, let's grab my chest, see if I die.
This is
Oh my god, I actually took damage
feels
from
like
that.
sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving
Alright, well, sorry about that, guy.
for quite a long time.
Yeah, I know.
Still ongoing. Now it finally, the pressure recedes.
Alright, I'm not dead yet.
You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Wasn't the best risk I've ever
You know
taken.
what you should do. You should stop. Do
Okay.
it. If you want to die, the stabbing pain in your chest is telling you
Okay, that's
you're
the badness.
hanging by a thread.
We're not gonna pull the light bulb, we're not gonna pull on, we're gonna pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
If the light bulb's gonna turn the
It
light
should
on,
be easier to
it'd probably
listen
hurt
to
me.
now.
Oh yeah, real high percent.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's what
Imagine
you
if I
have
failed there.
is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different.
Where I leave? Am I, oh, I'm wearing a shirt now. What's this? Like a reel? Reel-to-reel tape player still rolling. Okay. On empty. Well, let's put something there. So let's see. Here we go. Oh, items. Why use it? I could replace my pants with it held. Nope, that wasn't the way to do it. What are you doing? Okay, alright, alright. Alright. Shoes? I'm already wearing shoes. I'm wearing one shoe. I was wearing one shoe. Okay, I would like to play maybe I can't put the tape reel on that.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus, very high.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Let's look at them.
A web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
So what did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Smart. Size
It is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Interesting. Okay.
The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your
I'm
foot.
wearing it.
It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with
Oh wait,
force.
am I only wearing one shoe?
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If the cool wind gushes in, your toes curl up from the cold.
Should probably go and get that shoe, you know. So let's see. A mirror to look at, which is... I actually remember that from playing this game. You look in the mirror, it actually hurts you because of how bad you look. I'm going to not touch the mirror. Oh, there's my shirt. Beautifully stained. Alright, let's get out of here. Where's the, oh, let's look at the calendar. Talk to the hottie with the cigarette, you know? March, the year is 51. 1951?
Hello, officer.
151? Officer?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Her name is Miss Orange Lassier.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more
I
than
should be pretty
20.
bad with people, though.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
I'm going to talk to her a little bit. Am I a military person?
No.
She seems perplexed by my question. Wait, no, I'm a businessman, chief executive officer, right? Why did you call me an officer? Let's go with
Because you're a
that.
police officer, sir.
Right. Are you shitting me? I'm gonna say, are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here
How long
for
have I been
3
here?
days.
Oh, 3 days.
On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Huh. Didn't
You
you?
have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
I might not know where I am or who I am or what this person... How I know what one sounds like. I don't ever remember being a cop or anything else. Who in their right mind would let me beat officer of the law? Suggestion challenge. Oh, wow. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Yeah, I'm gonna fail that. So let's go with Oh, why don't I remember
Could
being a
it
cop?
be because of the drinking?
Probably.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Yeah, still can't do that. Not gonna try that. First
She
question or
nods.
answer. Oh,
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
why didn't you just tell me that?
I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
Okay, let's go with who in their right mind will let me be an officer of the law.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, I should get going now. Not trying to woo this girl with my
Of course.
failures
Be
that would come
careful,
from it.
officer. They don't like the police around here.
She left her room to go smoke a cigarette on the balcony where you still probably can't
Something
smoke.
stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before.
Well, if I've been a detective or a police officer, at least I probably have.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes.
What is it they have against the police here? What exactly is here? Where am I? 51 now. Let's start with this.
You're in a
Let's
hostel.
ask the most
sir.
important questions first. Oh, where are we? Where in the world?
You're in Revachol.
Revachol. Continue. I don't know where that
Revachol
is.
is the
Okay.
disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me, or Revachol forever? Or how about you tell me something else instead?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Do we?
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Your room was next to
There
mine.
was
Did you
the
hear anything
usual
last night?
ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any
I couldn't
visitors?
say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music? Question mark?
Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
For the name to connect.
That. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and
There was a
there
change
was
of
a
pace.
pace.
On to the harder stuff.
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Sands?
Yes,
Why not?
there was a church in there. A
Great
really small
experience.
church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And
So,
also,
what else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean like in a cool way, like a wild
Yes.
beast?
It was very cool.
Oh yeah, that's not believable at all.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic.
No, it's
or
not. It's not
really
impossible.
means it.
It's very, very easy to see.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, back to my original questions. Oh,
It's
is it
51.
What century?
The current century?
And what's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
So let me ask, what do they have against the police
dock
here?
workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Alright, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
End. Okay. Is this a cigarette I first I could steal? Guess it is. I can run. I always like that. Let's see, I got my door. I've got whatever that is. There's something on the table. What was it? Funny. There's a door there. It's gonna take me. The balcony. This game does look really neat. Oh, my shoe. What's that? A gusty, briny wind washes over you. I'm assuming it was a negative. Grab the shoe, please. Take. Got my snakeskin shoes, just like any detective should. Get out of here. So, I think it's pretty obvious to say that one of the things that I wonder from playing this game is, am I really a police officer or not? Now, I know I said I've played the first, like, hour before, but I'll let you know a little hint. You don't find out within that first hour whether you are or not, so I don't know. It feels very mysterious on purpose, like they're wanting you to think, like, I might not be a detective, or a police officer. I say detective because it feels like the same thing. I don't know, though. Yeah, I found it, alright? Please leave me alone. This art style is neat. Down the stairs, please. Down the stairs, please. Down the stairs, please. Down the stairs, please. Down. That's why. Where am I? Oh, man, I'm tired. Man, I could pour myself a really strong coffee if needed. Rather not. What's that, music stand? This is where the lyrics would be. Oh. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Stage is made out of pallets. Speaker isn't connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Beautiful.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense, my soul is modest, my soul is puny, my soul's cubic contact is obscured by my hangover. My soul is modest.
Exactly. It's measured, level-headed, and it needs to be heard.
Don't want to do that.
PA system.
I don't want to do that. What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No. Don't sing the happy song.
Don't sing the happy
stupid.
song.
You
How
would
about I
need
don't
to
sing
copy
any of the
tape
songs?
first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
I already have one, though. Down on my left,
Who is
superstar person?
mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
I don't think I want to do that. Soft part of electric juicer comes to the kitchen. Someone is working. So, menus for wipe clean. The only word is Monday. Okay. Let's see what he has to say.
A man in his late 20s stands
Cafeteria
behind
manager.
the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Okay.
The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegosaurus Skua.
Let's see what happened to the bird.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Okay, I saw that guy
Why
earlier.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Do you mean my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
For you.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did Sylvie
She
go?
just, you know,
Okay.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying.
She just
He
what?
is.
so now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Where did Sylvie go? What is this? I'll take it. Large bubble. That's a water cooler. Can I go through that door? I don't know if I want to. Reserved for personnel until 1300. What's that sign say? Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. Let's talk to the guy in the
A
jacket.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand. So I do have symbols of the
Hello.
police.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name for myself. Let's do it.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It's not yet time. I don't really know my name. Let's go with that.
Okay then.
Hmm.
It looks
Honestly,
like we
seems
had
like a
little
good idea.
scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
I don't know. Have I?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Mean.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Yes.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Okay. Let's do that.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? No.
So, the body is still in the tree,
I think so.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How could you be so sure for the police? That's a good question.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
All right. I do have
I suppose you
Insignias.
could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Alright, so I do have some type of identification.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such
Ah, you mean the
things.
Rat
No
Squad?
need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
So that's about
Yes.
the rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
What does RCM stand for?
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Should I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It's not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down
I'm gonna say I
should
can't remember
still
anything.
take precedence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need
Good.
something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But
Yeah,
as I
that
say,
makes sense.
the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Alright, let's roll.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever.
Cool. He's a friend of mine. Who are you?
Hello, sweetie.
Cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why,
I'll ask
you
that.
are, officer.
I'm no sweetie, look at
You're
me.
a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks, I appreciate
You
it. I'll
must
be nice.
forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
So nice of me.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah, this is
Yes,
awesome.
officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I hope you're right. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Filling ranks, cafeteria, we're in Revocol. Yeah, I'll go with that.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she
I
may
don't know
be.
diddly squat about Revocol.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the
Revachol,
world.
apparently.
We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Are we? Continue.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
Studying my
Speaking
expression.
of history, you know what year it is. Yes?
51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
That I chose that
Her
answer.
relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime
Oh, I don't
are
know
we
this.
living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? No, definitely not. I don't know. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way.
So
Other
it's not
people
that.
who. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Right, of
But they
course.
still have cops.
Yeah, odd. If there's no government, why are there cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Okay.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big...
She's
All right.
scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different.
Like, there's fur on
The
there.
rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any
It has
cops?
something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So how did I do?
We're doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble.
A sigh.
Yeah, all right.
The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor,
Who can tell me more?
someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No,
Hey, hey.
I'm not an
hi.
encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
All right, cool.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people.
That's
All right.
a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
You seem to be how'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I don't like that.
Ah, yes.
I gotta get
Of
going now. I
course,
don't want to
dear.
talk to her anymore. What is that? What is that? The Royal Pinball Machine. Okay. Let's go look at the body. Can't get that money. How do I get up back?
The man with the
Mr. Guard,
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41,
Harbinger of Ruin. What is gold and orange? Like a forest fire, but smells like liquor.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, help me out.
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See?
Correct.
Everyone agrees it's your color.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job.
Yes, of course.
Take a step back.
I know
That's
it
right.
took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her job.
Temporarily.
Do you have her number?
Oh.
As a matter of fact,
Yes.
I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Yes, I'm sure I could.
You said you just got here. From where?
Are you
a
huh?
local?
Go ahead.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
I'm gonna make more tea in a minute.
But you still know your way around, yes?
City direction.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start with
And feed the cat.
If that's what you
Hi.
think.
It's not dinner time. You're early. You're a little early.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which
Fine.
you can later
Where
use.
exactly
Behind
is
this
the body?
building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First
That's
you
to the
exit
west.
through
I'm assuming
that.
it's this one.
Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
The encyclopedia of me.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police.
That's
That's
your
your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
That's a good question. Let's ask it.
People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did
Okay.
the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock
I would
workers lynch this
suppose
man?
it's because they have nothing better to do.
I don't know about
You
that.
mean the strike?
Yes, the strike.
Strike,
The
okay.
man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I have another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
Oh, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away.
But
I
you
hope
got the
you
number.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mystery solved. Go well? I'll
I
go with
asked an
that.
employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you?
This stuff gets on my
Nothing
nerves.
to
I'm a
do with the
feminist.
lynching.
It's like be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know. Just went for it. You're right. Probably should have asked. I like to be
Good
thorough.
for you. Was there something else? I'd like
No,
to get
that's
back
all.
to
Let's go.
I did
Not
well there.
so fast.
No.
You owe me 130 real.
I know what Real is. Slip away unnoticed. Shit. Let's try it. Slip away unnoticed.
As
It's
you blow
fucking.
this joint,
Oh,
behind
okay.
you, a whiny voice shouts.
Okay, that's funny.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Let's slip away unnoticed. Let's see. Let's go find that body. Snow melts in this wheelbarrow. That's the car. Fuck the police. Alright, let's make some more coffee. Or tea. I actually think I'm gonna make coffee. Before I talk to this lady. It'll be a perfect opportunity for that. I will return shortly. Sit back down. There's like fur everywhere. Okay. Let's talk. Well, let's look at this sign first before I get too far away. Pigs go home. Whatever what that could be referring to. Up to the lady.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Sound surprised?
We don't see a lot of police
This isn't
around
coffee.
here. That's all.
Oh, something different. Got some questions for you.
What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police
Excuse
business?
me?
Street sign.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Fair enough.
I don't know anything about that either.
That didn't help.
Is a widely used term for
No
I'm
need
aware.
to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
We need directions.
Is the street signs messed up? Okay.
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
even all the way over here. There's a drop of death in the spring air.
What's up in the
There's
north?
the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What about the east?
The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
What's that?
A fleet store too.
What's in the
Some
south?
shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
Just on the other side of the
Just
canal.
coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Okay. Southwest.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Okay. Where am I?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
We're
I
in
already know where
Martinez,
Urban
sir.
Call
No
Thanks.
problem.
She's very well composed. Back
Where are you
straight.
exactly?
Me? I am.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
More to you than that.
Is there?
Yeah.
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
Yes. What are you doing?
I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been
I'm
trying to
trying to
get
get
some work done.
What?
Well,
body?
as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All the salts vitamin.
My head is about to
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Salts. Aftermath.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
I borrow your gloves.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Keep them. I have another. Yeah. Oh dear. The visible annoyance. My favorite kind of annoyance. Alright. I guess we're gonna walk down this way. Seems like that's how I say. I don't want to go in, but closed for winter. Okay. Oh, hello, sir. Don't make yourself too comfortable.
Welcome to
Racist
Rivachol.
lorry driver.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Okay.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Okay, alright. Learning a
What
lot.
he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Yeah, stop ripping it
Come
off.
on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and Behave.
Interesting.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Okay, all right.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A came, I got your back, give the lieutenant a punch to the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something. Smile the lawyer-man. I don't know what's best. Rather do this.
You do make a cute couple. You know that.
Lawyer-man spits.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes.
Sorry,
Probably
oh.
Astra White.
What are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to
Apples.
do? Apples, yes.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
What's that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law.
That's such
Not
fitting.
the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not
So
the
that's
only
good,
one.
popular guy.
Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if some people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So,
Let me tell you your
naturally,
prime example of
we
superior
open
design.
your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the...
Cultural victory? What is this then?
what's this cultural?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chanson lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. You can go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Alright. Fuck that guy. Jump James. Something else. Fleet. I don't want to go that. I want to go to wherever the thing is. I did say go through the door. Was it the back door I should have gone through and I didn't? Oh no, there's the hole. The giant hole in the wall. Or in the fence.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Visual calculus, medium, reconstruct the movement. Let's give it a shot.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I
Cop
looking?
habit. This isn't case related, you think.
Yeah. I feel like it is, but whatever. Failed my check, so. What? Oh, there's the body in the tree. Hey, could you Stop doing what you're doing.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
Exquisite in its ugliness.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Children ignoring.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying...
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouth hole!
Okay.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You
It's
should
happening.
throw the rake!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, I don't have time for this. Let's deal. What is that? Oh, yeah, it's the lady.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst.
Gross.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Can't do that.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Kid, you need to fuck off. So that's the kids to do it.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks? The fuck are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright,
God.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
I'll lose this.
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This one.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Just asked you.
Don't tell the pig shit!
This is where you quickly ask him questions.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Chap probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno was, I don't know, some fucking Mesk or I don't know, some other place. Night.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp or science.
Where's
Kuno
Night
gives this
City?
info out on a need-to-know.
Alright, you don't
Thanks,
know anything.
Kuno. That's one.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
you're
else.
testing Kuno's.
Get lost!
Kuno.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly, the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno.
Just hit him.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on. Help!
Hit this
It's
kid.
not Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your
Damaged morale. Didn't even know there was a thing. Can I just hit the kid?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
None of these. How about I choose none of these?
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not...
Nothing you can say would make you feel. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown.
And I failed the
He
game.
now lives under
Already.
a bridge, drinking and occasionally.
We're gonna stop for now. We will resume at another time. I might stream it a little bit later. I have some other games I want to play. But for right now, we're gonna take a nice break. That game's tough, man. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys probably in a little bit.